You're simply not here to make a grade or complete a course. You're not afforded the opportunity to attend Haskell as an attitude of entitlement, and your education here is far from free. Generations of elders and ancestors have invested in you, in many cases long before you were born. Use your time wisely and responsibly. Take pride in the opportunity that has been placed before you. Resist any urges you may have or influences that you may encounter to squander your opportunity. Hang on to and budget every dime you have received, especially from those resources that are provided and entrusted to you at the expense of others. Support and encourage each other. Make yourself accountable to someone who will constructively call you out when you step out of line and encourage you to stay on course. Have the courage and moral aptitude to stand apart and be different. To use a contemporary vernacular, don't wimp out or cave in to peer pressure. Take the road less traveled and stand for something. For those honorable principles you have heard time and again throughout your life. Anyone can sleep all day, party all night, refuse to study, and waste valuable time. Make your time here count. In the few short years, you can pave the way for a new life, career, and ultimately that which you only once dreamed of. I hear frequently from students that you're sick and tired of being referred to in derogatory fashion. Whether earned or not, keep in mind that it begins with each of you when you're out in the community or participating in activities, doing free or leisure time on campus. The community is watching you and your peers are watching you as well. I challenge you to deny them the opportunity to witness you compromising yourself. You are the future. It is up to you. Should your family plan to clear out a space for you to return home, or clear out their schedules to attend your graduation and celebrate your professional endeavors? Who among you will cure cancer? Which of you will take charge of your corporations? Who among you is going to take the lead in addressing poverty and unemployment, governing your tribes or the country? Who will successfully address diabetes? Which of you will take the lead in environmental protection, protecting our children and homeless, feeding and clothing the poor, and taking care of our aging population? Which is going to be the next president at Haskell or the president of this country? We're here to make sure that you can do anything you set your goals towards. You're here to make sure that the dream comes true. Endeavor to stay on task and by all means finish what you start. I personally challenge each of you to come to my office in a year from now, 2 years from now, and say, Mr. Redman, I'm still here. Like many challenges or colleges and universities nationwide, Haskell is required to report information to the Department of Education on our university data. Such data is representative not only of Haskell's success, but the success of our students. Let us endeavor together to rank among the best. Haskell already leads among tribal colleges in graduation rates. It's still not good enough. Endeavor to lead the rest of the nation as we endeavor to provide you with the tools, support, and environment to successfully do so. To the faculty, staff, volunteers, grant and contract employees, your responsibility to Haskell students is unequivocal and non-negotiable. And although Haskell community has had to grapple with many daunting challenges, far too long has the student body, Haskell family, and community stood by and witnessed periods of backbiting, infighting, and unrest. Most of you have stood with me and our fellow colleagues and your fellow colleagues and held out the olive branch, so that I commend you. Your single most important responsibility and commitment are towards the success of our students. We should not have to have others spell it out for us. Stop the quarreling and bickering among yourselves, and let's get back to business. As president, I won't tolerate individuals or groups attending to their personal agendas and passive-aggressive behaviors that belittle, bully, condescend, interfere with, and impede on the mission and responsibility of this university. I'm also calling you out today as a reminder of my earlier comments last year. If you have an axe to grind with your fellow colleague or unforgiven deeds or misdeeds to address, I assure you I'm not going to stand by and allow you to do so at the expense of our students. Frankly, I believe I stand for all students when I tell you that they're tired of the fighting, the distractions to their studies and disruption, and frankly, while your numbers may be few, I'm tired of it too. So before you look around and say to yourself, boy, I'm glad he's not talking to me, just think about it a little bit. I don't think any of us are totally exempt, at least not all the time. Endeavor this next year and in the years to come to effectively resolve your differences and your disputes, to get back to business. No longer will the campus and university provide fodder for media and community or be embarrassed by those who choose to use Haskell as a forum for rumors, gossip, or hostility towards fellow employees. You have but one commission, and that is to make sure that our students succeed. I think you're getting that point, aren't you? The senior managers, I remind you that it's easy to get those to agree with you with all that you say and support your leadership and to follow your lead. I challenge you today to reach out to all of your employees and make it a personal challenge to reach out to all of your staff and everyone that works with you across departments to participate in Haskell and departmental goals, especially those who previously struggled to get on board. Haskell's mission is to cascade from its leadership to its employees, not simply those who readily accept your leadership, but those who challenge the merits of your decision. Every employee at Haskell is important, and every position we have should be coveted and treasured as imperative to our success. I dare say we have a better relationship with the employee bargaining unit that Haskell has enjoyed in years. Recently, I signed an MOU with our Faculty Senate as an agreement that we will partner with them to support shared governance, and we also have a relatively new MOU with our Board of Regents. Now, there's been a lot said about shared governance over the years, so I'll just briefly share, my concept, what it means to me. Shared governance is a management style. It not only applies to campuses and government agencies, but extends to any administration that can expect to foster in or get buy-in and to gain support of those you actually rely on to drive your new ideals, set goals, and achieve the mission of the organization. If you want to get something done, sit down with those you're asking to do the work. The best laid plans are useless without teamwork. To our Board of Regents, I go on record this day as before that Haskell administration commits to working aside you and looks towards you for your leadership and continuing support. Help us to make Haskell Indian Nations University the model for not only another Native American higher education colleges and universities, but also something for all to envy and strive to become. For all of Haskell's elders, alumni, and stakeholders, I invite your participation and commitment. Through effective collaboration and support, your communication and networking with elected officials and tribal leaders, your contribution to Haskell's future is what will move us forward. During my inauguration, Assistant Secretary of Indian Affairs Larry Echohawk publicly made a commitment of support of his office to me in this role and to Haskell. I tell you already that he has stood on his word and held strong during tight budget times and talks. Nevertheless, I say this to you as president and not simply a federal employee. Despite the federal trust obligations of the government, these students are indigenous descendants and the legacy of this country. At the end of the day, we all have a responsibility, and we must work together to ensure their futures and the future of our traditions, our cultures, our progression, and our success. Haskell alumni are numerous, and the numbers of success stories are vast and a great many hold prestigious and lucrative positions across the country. We need you on our side. Our foundation has overcome its obstacles, and our current administration is exploring measures that are opening channels for your involvement. Please join us and help us to ensure the future of Haskell. And finally, to the greater Haskell community, Lawrence and our partners who have supported us, from our family to yours, thank you. I commit to you that the previous years of inward thinking and erecting walls will continue to dissolve as we continue to foster stronger and more equitably beneficial relationships. Thank you, and onward, Haskell.